Another really cool feature about the entire unit in general is that not only is it a dishwasher, it's like a counter expansion. And what I mean by that is, like, look at this kitchen. Tiny, so small. You can't even open that stove without it hitting the other the cabinet there. So yeah, basically, look how like perfectly like seamless this lines up. Just get it over here in the corner there. Look at that. Perfectly level. Quite a bit of additional counter space. So if it's not near the sink, because it needs to be there, it's right here. And I just throw a bunch of stuff on it, like all this stuff was on there. So quite a bit of stuff. Alright, next we're gonna hook this up. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is hook up the washer. We're gonna turn it sideways because I got a small kitchen. Alright, bring it back. Basically when it's put away, I put this in first and then put that in second. Basically because the cord is longer and they're kind of both down there, like they're not separated, so that there is a possibility they could tangle with each other. So when you retract them back in, this one first, that one second. And reverse when you pull them out. So basically you'll pull out the cord and there it is. Can you plug that in right there? I'm gonna plug it in. It doesn't have any specific power requirement, it just goes in your standard outlet there. Alright, and the second thing to come out is the hose, which will connect to your adapter here that you should have already previously installed. Pull that out. Pull that out right there, just give it a little pull. There you go. Takes a bit of a pull, but try not to like hulk it out and rip out the insides. Kind of want this thing to function. And right here, basically, this button right here is your pass-through switch, and it'll just pass through the water through here just by pressing this button. Basically, you press down like this. You want to hook it up, and you connect it. Make sure it's secure. Secure. Release it. It's locked. And that's it. Don't forget to turn your hot water on. Water is on. Your power is connected. Remember the thing I said about the soap, you want to put that in last, so we're going to do that now because we're ready to wash the dishes. Got that open. Got our cascade in here. Get the scoop. Kind of want to just clear the edges away like that. Close it. So something you should do. You don't have to. I just do it because I'm OCD. I just dry the seals right here along the edges of the washer and the door. It's not really wet right now, but if I was just using it or if I had to run a second load, I just quickly wipe it down just to dry it off. And you know, you want to keep these seals dry and free of moisture. Makes it last longer. I have yet to have a fail in any of the seals. It's never leaked. It's over a year old. And it's still going strong. So the door is closed. The racks are secure. Bottom rack secure, top rack secure. And you close the door. So you hear a click. now the door is securely closed. I'm going to set my wash to the quick cycle. I'm going to power it on. It's powered on. I have no warning lights. That means it's got enough salt and enough jet dry in there. And now I'm going to start the wash cycle by pressing this button right here. Just going to show you the startup of this because there's another, yeah, that's just draining leftover water that was in it previously. I'm gonna bring you to the next, I guess you could say, is a drawback or complaint about this thing. I'm just gonna wait for it to fill after it stops draining. The issue is with the there's like a trap door in there that releases the soap I just put in. Like when it opens, it hits the top rack and only opens a little bit. You gotta listen for it. It only takes like a minute to actually get into the cycle, and the door will flip open. It'll be like a click sound. When that happens, you have to open it, and then to get that trap door to open up completely. If you don't, there's a possibility that not all the soap will release, and sometimes I did have it stain my dishes a couple of times, like some stuck on soap that didn't completely come out. It's filling. Usually doesn't take that long to fill. Should be almost done. Now it's on the second phase. Trapdoor should come up soon. It didn't stay that long in the first phase because it's on a quick cycle. It just went straight to the wash, so should be coming any second. Oh, do you hear that? Yeah, you just heard that open. See how didn't come out? It's still in there. Shake it in there. Alright, that's all you have to do. Now you can just resume and just let it finish. That's my only complaint, is that door doesn't open all the way. It's kind of annoying. Just resume it and it'll resume wash. It's kind of loud, but not really. I guess it's normal for a washer. Just going to show you from the other room. Back here. Alright, now that the washer's finished, you turn it off. It's already off. You open it like so, and just leave it like that, let it dry, just let it sit for a few hours, and then it'll be done. I just unplug it, and I turn off the water, get rid of the extra water in there using that red button. Then I will shake some of the water out of the hose. Then I will retract it back into the washer. You want to get the water out because it will spill on the floor like it is now. I didn't get it all. Or the water will go inside the washer. You don't want to do that. I retract the powder coat back in. And you move the washer back to the spot you want it in. Oh yeah. And to show you the results of the wash cycle, look at that. Perfectly clean. Does a good job every time. Sometimes I'll get some residue on it, like that. It's just some jet dry. Every wash isn't perfect, but it's clean, and I don't have to do the dishes, and that's exactly why I bought this washer. Cleans it, does a good job.